Assalamu alaikum, Hassan bhai. What's
Well,
your controversial call?
yeah, so my controversial core is not everybody is a founder and not everybody is an employee either, right? So there are different roles and there are different people for both roles, and it comes with own responsibilities, comes with own experiences. And I think that the whole be your own boss and motivational sessions and speakers have ruined it for us, saying that everybody can be a founder, everybody can build their own business is actually um, a false idea that have been put into people's mind. And I think it
Hmm.
has been ruining the whole industry. It has been ruining people's lives as well. I've seen people going after that dream and then just closing down and winding everything up in like a couple of months because they could not understand how things work, they couldn't manage, they could not run operations or whatever. So I think that has been my controversial call for a while now. I've been speaking very publicly about it as well, even on my LinkedIn, even to people I meet, that not everybody is a founder. And, you cannot become a founder because you work at some company as an employee for 6 months. Just looking at how things work, you cannot just understand it in 6 months. It takes years and years of experience. It takes years and years of learning to actually understand how a business works, you know, and what roles does a founder or CEO plays in a business. And even though I've been doing it for like a couple of years, I've been running businesses for about 6 years now. I still don't call myself a CEO, be it the first agency, be it Epic Jam. I don't use the word CEO with my designation because I don't think I'm a CEO yet. I still need a couple of decades to understand what exactly it is. And I won't just call myself a CEO because I have like what 20 employees or 20 people working with me. I mean, I don't think that works. And about time we need to stop that shit. Honestly.
नहीं, I think you're correct. And also, जैसे हम पहले discuss कर रहे थे, I think, and I was having this discussion with a few people, is आज के सारे उसमें in the context of today with startups and everything, and as you said, be your own boss. जो लोगों ने बड़ा misconstrue कर दिया है कि as in start your own business. You can be your own boss, as in you can manage your timetable and everything. Be your boss in your old world. Lekin one thing that I was having a discussion is how being a good follower, how being a good employee is very underrated.
Yeah.
And sometimes जो best companies हैं वो best followers और best employees नहीं बनाई हैं.
Because
I mean, most biggest and the most cliche example is Apple. I know they had
yeah,
a very good leader and CEO with Steve Jobs and everything, but at the end of the day, it was the followers and it was the employees that have made up the company and gotten it where it is today.
I mean, yes, the storytelling, the vision was of Steve Jobs, but he did not run everything. He had a whole team of it. Even when he started from his garage, he had like 5 people with him, right?
Hmm.
And he held the title of CEO because he had the vision to go forward with, right? And then, of course, I mean, with Steve Jobs, he had worked previously as well. He had gone, taken, he had spent a lot of time figuring out how things work. He went to different universities. He even went to India, just to learn everything else, like be it art, be it the culture itself. I mean, he was learning all his life, and then he had parents to support him, be it financial, be it motivational. He had his parents support him as well. So I think एक पूरी जर्नी चलती है जब आप एक सीईओ बनते हैं, एक फाउंडर बनते हैं, and then of course there a point came where they had to kick out Steve Jobs as well, right?
Hmm.
Because they found out यार वो he's not the right person for the job. Just kicked him
Hmm.
out. The reason they got him back, in my personal opinion, is because they realized that Apple was working because of a vision, right? So even
Hmm.
the business was great, they could not really get the cult following them because Jobs had left and the vision wasn't there. People were like, yeah, people weren't trusting them enough, and they were like, okay, let's get Jobs back on board, and then we'll see how it works out, and it worked out. So Apple became more like a cult, and that is why it's not a good example when it comes to founders and CEOs. So I think Apple became more of a cult than a company itself when Jobs was there, and now it's more like it's the same capitalist company right now. I mean, look at all the new products you see right now. I mean, iPhone 17 came out, and I'm like, what the fuck are you guys even doing? Why would I even buy this phone? I mean, me being a big Apple fanboy since the Jobs days, I've had all the Apple products, and I haven't changed my phone in like 4 years now. Where I don't see anything that made me a fan of Apple. So it's not there anymore. It's just like another phone company building the same phone every year with different cameras. So I mean, it's a different situation here.
सही. अच्छा, आखिरी, आई थिंक बिफोर रैपिंग दिस अप, आई हैव अ क्वेश्चन फॉलोइंग दिस वन। और जो अभी मैंने मेंशन भी किया था हमारी कॉल के बिफोर रिकॉर्डिंग our कॉल, which was के I had a conversation with someone else who said के okay, be your own boss वगैरह सारी चीजें चल रही हैं, have your own enterprise वगैरह। सो अ लॉट ऑफ पीपल, मुझे लगता है फेल होते भी इसलिए हैं, जब आपने बात करी बिजनेसेस की छोटे छोटे, कि यार वो अपने आप को कैटेगराइज सही नहीं कर पाते कि हर छोटा बिजनेस अपने आप को स्टार्टअप कहते हैं, और
Exactly.
हर हर छोटा बिजनेस स्टार्टअप होता नहीं है। स्टार्टअप्स आर समथिंग एल्स इन इटसेल्फ। तो
True.
व्हाट डू यू हैव फॉर देम कि भाई जब, और क्योंकि मुझे लगता है कि जब तक someone doesn't identify them correct themselves correctly ना, कि am I a startup or am I a small business, because
Hmm.
both have different operating measures. So what do you suggest to those sort of delusional but in their regard well hearted people?
Yeah, honestly, I think that doesn't matter. First, you need to figure out is why do you want to start a business. right? तो थोड़ा
Hmm.
मतलब है कि लोगों को बिजनेस स्टार्ट करना है कि मैंने नोट किया है कि lot of people want to do it because it's a fashion. It's a new trend that's going on, right? I'm an entrepreneur, I'm a founder, I'm a CEO. It's a trend. But why do you want to follow the trend? Do you want to actually build a business that's big enough or that makes an impact, or do you want to just do it because of the trend itself, right?
Hmm.
So पहले तो हमें वो problem figure out करना है ना। ये तो नहीं हो सकता कि you see somebody speaking saying, oh, be your own boss and have your own business, and you go back to your board and like यार अब मैं business start करूँ।
Hmm.
ये पहले तो आपको फिगर आउट करना है कि बिजनेस क्यों स्टार्ट करना है आपने। तो ये क्या
Hmm.
आपका आइडिया है, क्या आपके पास वो विजन है बिजनेस स्टार्ट
Hmm.
करने का, क्या आपका वो विजन है कि आप इस बिजनेस को 10 साल चला सकें।
Hmm.
तो ये even for content, a lot of people like to do content, and I know this amazing content creator is a very good friend of mine, and I've always followed him since the beginning. I take him as a mentor as well. And he says, if you want to build a content of around something, around a subject, first make sure can you make 1,000 videos around it,
Hmm.
right? If you cannot, then don't do it because you
Hmm.
will eventually burn out, right? And there will be nothing to speak about, and then you'll be like, "यार अब मैं क्या करूं?" So the same goes with business and startups as well. Okay, first figure out why do you want to do it, and can you do it for like 10 years? Can you
Hmm.
actually? And you ऐसा नहीं हो कि 10 महीने बाद आप बोले यार this is enough, I'm bored, I've burnt out, I don't want to do it anymore. So I think that's one thing we need to figure out, and then we'll figure out कि startup है या small business है, वो तो बहुत बाद में आता है. I think
Right.
that's a very
I think this was a good take to have. If